sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
As this Super Bowl is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Some of things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down, Samuels. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can tell.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Leonard. Second and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Desperados are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with a whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about it, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st down, Addison. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Desperados continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Samuels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On 3rd down, Samuels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Addison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On first down, they'll run it up. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Samuels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal. It's a tackle made off the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw on second down, Samuels. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Looking to throw. Samuels under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Leonard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Slant pass, it's Ferguson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ferguson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down. Samuels, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Desperados are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes.
To kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half. So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Back to throw. Samuels steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Looking to throw on second down. Samuels. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On second down, Addison, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Samuels.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Addison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now back to throw. Staying up, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
This take it in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Samuels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Samuels. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Samuels. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. On 1st and 10, Samuels. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Off play action. Samuels. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back to throw. Samuels. And he rifles one incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Hands it off out of the gun. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. On the return is Ferguson. And now out comes Houston. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now, Addison. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. But he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They're going to look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. On first down, Samuels. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw on second down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing on first down. Samuels. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10. Samuels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Samuels. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. That's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Addison. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Addison, down he goes at the 23 and pick up a 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's our visitors that come away with a victory here. And it was thanks in large part to the play of the man who's been doing this for a while, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner. He was in total control right from the get-go. Finished with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I don't think he could have played a whole lot better than that.